Hello, welcome to ProKite Alby Rondina in Sicily. I'm here with Alby.
How you going, guys?
And today we're tackling with a special topic about unwrapping your lines.
Yeah, so it's a tricky one, and we want to be extra careful with this. You know, it's something mostly for advanced riders, and we don't advise everybody to do it. You gotta have somebody to help you doing it. But since we are here and we see, tons of kite, launching and landing every day, we just see that it's something that has happened pretty often, and it's something that you can basically save a lot of time if you just know a few tricks around it.
Okay, so yeah, first, like you mentioned, in many cases it's like just when you're launching the kite and maybe you see your lines are wrong, you can undo it without landing the kite. This is the most common case why we're doing this video. But also there's a few special cases when you crash in water and your lines get crossed.
Yeah.
And first, I think for people out there, their first thing to do to prevent this situation, to avoid even, tangling your kite, how would you, when you're crashing, what to avoid?
I mean, first of all, we are talking about the 4-line kites, because with the 5th line, it's always, a bit more complicated. With the 4-line, basically, if the kite is stalling and it's, crashing into the water and the lines are still slacked and they don't have tension, you kind of either want to walk back or do something so that the lines, keep tension. Pull the center lines a bit, so just that the kite doesn't flip.
What I often see also people like riding fast, kite touch the water and then they ride towards the kite.
Yeah, this is another thing that maybe at the beginning you don't know, but as soon as the kite touches the water, you want to stop. Yeah, you don't want to follow the kite because that's when it happens.
So when you see a kite touching the water, you want to cut upwind.
Cut upwind, or just drag your butt and stop.
So let's say I'm launching the kite and then I see my lines are wrong, and there are two basic situations that can happen. So first, what do you do?
Yeah, so first, you want to put tension in the lines. So you have somebody holding the kite, completely safe. You are holding the bar, and first, of course, you try to spin the bar to see if there are just some easy twists. So you do that, and once you realize that there's nothing fixing that, there's normally two options. So we have, the option one, where one backline is going around the center lines, and this is, quite easy, and we will show you. And the other one, which is the very common one, is when both the backlines are going inside the center lines, either inside or outside. But anyway, there's a flip around the front lines.
So how do you fix the first option?
First option is very easy. The first thing, of course, you have to take off your leash if you were already, ready to go out. And then, very simply, you want to put one bar end inside the part where the line is going through, and then you want to flip the bar kind of 360. So you gotta flip the, the chicken loop with the D-power and the bar ends, and then the game is over. The game is done, yeah. And the second option, of course, you still want to take the leash off. It's a little bit more tricky because you gotta go up to the V of the center lines. And this, again, it's much easier if you have a low V setup of the center lines. If you have a high V, you kind of need somebody to help you, or you have to really walk up all the way until up there. But if you have a low V like we do on Cabrina, it's very simple and easy. You just throw the bar inside the center lines. You have to figure out in which way. And then you will have to do also one pass of the back line around the center lines.
So what if it happens while I'm kiting and then I see the lines are crossed after the kite gets in tensions?
Yeah, so if the kite is flipping or is falling in some awkward way, then it's all about some self-consciousness and kind of figuring out what's happening. So if you have the bridles or the lines that are kind of tangled around the kite, this is quite a problem. And the only solution there is to quick release and see if after that you have at least the kite clear to fly. If the bridles are okay and you just have this one spin, let's say around the center lines, the kite can totally fly. This is something that we advise only for expert riders, because it's still, mentally you have to, be strong and, understand.
The kite doesn't operate same. It's harder.
It's a little bit slow, and there's a bit of, retard in the response to the kite.
But maybe if you're somewhere far away, it's easier to just fly the kite back to the beach, get somebody hold your kite and fix it, than to swim.
The whole way. Yeah, for sure. The kite still flies pretty well, So yeah, it's all a matter of practice and being extra careful, but you can basically body drag or ride, very slow back to the beach.
And then, or you find somebody else around and you ask somebody to hold your kite, and then you do the option 1 or option 2 and untangle your kite, and enjoy again.
Absolutely.
Okay, I hope it's going to be without any problem and as easy as we said here. For sure, the best thing to do is just train it a little bit on the beach. And I mean, as we said, this is only for advanced riders, so take extra precautions.
Absolutely. And I hope we give you some tips to save some time when you're launching for your next session. And see you on the water.
Yeah, hope to see you here, guys. Ciao.